He's not here.
Is this his place?
Look around.
Nice.
He was gathering intel on us the whole time.
Yep. Let's get some like fucking porn stash. Oh, is this his kids' toys or something? See if it was just like that. Like he has a Jedi meditation spot. Cool. Obviously there to help us, but also makes sense for him, right? Or am I just making up bullshit lore for you? What do you want to scan? Keeps making that horny little noise. Scan away.
Hey, Kata.
Kata.
Coming home soon. I'll bring me something nice.
You know, the day we never got a Force Unleashed 3, it's just still a heavy reminder of how much EA can fuck things up. But Force Unleashed 2 story was kind of rough. Damn, that's creepy.
Mama.
Easy, sweetheart. I know. It's just me and you now, Kata.
She must have died.
Just me and you.
Bode's daughter. And her mother.
That name sounds familiar. Is she from Rogue One? That sounds fucking familiar, boys. Is she the main character from Rogue One? No, it's not, is it? No, I thought it was the Jin character. That would have been cool though, right? That would have been cool. Alright. All good. Hey, you never know, like they change names all the time. I just thought that would have been a really clever way. I got a feeling Last of Us Part 3 would be in the showcase. Maybe. Do you want it to be? Sounds like from the you don't want it to be. We're definitely going to get Last of Us Part 2 factions. The most thing we could get from The Last of Us Part 3 would be a cheeky The Last of Us Part 3 is now in development, you know? That's about it, I think. But they also have a new IP, which I've been dying to see for a little over a year now. And it's codenamed called Stray's Cross. And it's basically meant to be, it's you know, like fucking rumored to be Uncharted first person with Portal sci-fi stuff. So you're kind of going between portals, going between worlds, but you've got that kind of a swashbuckling thing going on, but first person. Now, you know, that's just heavy. I got rumors up the wazoo, and it's your prerogative if you want to believe them or not. But yeah, Konami definitely coming in a big way. Big AAA Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Oh, so he's following Dagon. Chintari as well.
This is the hollow that Dagon was watching.
Something just opened behind you, dude. Are you stupid? Woo, don't kill the kid.
Sorry.
You must be Kata.
You scared me.
Cal
You must be Kata.
really wanted to be vicious here. He could kill the youngling. Kill the younglings. She could be a little
This is BD1.
Force-sensitive Jedi as well, you know? Aww.
It's nice to meet you.
Where's your dad, Kata?
He said to pack for a trip. You don't work here, do you?
No. You're the first person to figure that out.
Are you really a Jedi?
Yeah. I am.
Well, I have to finish packing.
I sense a Padawan here. Maybe Cal's Padawan?
Yeah.
I sense a Padawan, I really do. No doubt Bode will have to die, but does not mean that the fate of his daughter has to be left up the whim of the Empire. What do you think? That'd be cool. That'd be a cool story for a third game.
Kinda looks like me.
Just depends if she's force sensitive or not. It's not something that just can be trained, you know. You're either born with it or not.
Kata.
Certain races, like the Sisters of Dathomir, are all force sensitive.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, can't quite kill her.
Got here a little sooner than I expected.
Front of her father.
Come here, Kata.
Now here we go. The bad guy tries to reason everything under the guise of innocence and preservation of his child.
This is my best friend.
But that does not.
We had a fight.
It doesn't exempt you from fucking killing Eno and basically getting Seer killed as well, you dumb fuck. You could have just stolen the compass and left. But you had to murder people. And that's too far. There's no going back.
Yuki.
I'ma kill you, motherfucker. This was Vader, you do it in front of your daughter.
We're Jedi?
What happened? Now we know why he wants Tanalor as well. Wants somewhere safe.
How'd you survive the purge?
The Council assigned a few of us to intelligence during the Clone Wars.
Okay.
I used the skills that I learned there to disappear.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I wonder if they'll spend some time on Final Fantasy 16. I don't think they need to. We've seen enough. They've even just put out a new trailer for a preview. So I think we're good, but Sony being Sony, you know. That's how they do it. But well, at least it's an hour-long show. Hour and a plus, maybe.
The most incredible.
But about 20 minutes of that is going to be PSVR 2 stuff. So whether you hate that stuff or love it, it's going to be there. And the talks of Half-Life Alyx coming to PSVR 2.
One day, Kata and I were out running errands, and I got this message. Don't come home.
Kidnap the kid.
Inquisitors.
Looking for me.
Yeah, but why would you not want to avenge your wife and join the Jedi Order?
Bought us the
Join
chance to
this.
escape.
You fucking idiot. Why did you go to the Sith and work for the Empire?
I knew I couldn't run forever.
Now you're a
So I
dog.
cut a deal.
You're a fucking dog.
Then Vic keeps us hidden. As long as Papa stays useful.
We won't have Ghost of Tsushima 2 at the show either. They've pretty much confirmed that. But that's okay. We know what's coming. What I'm secretly hoping is Insomniac to show off a little what else they've been working on.
Families.
Yeah, Wolverine and Spider-Man 2, but
You were gonna give it to the hidden path.
there's something else.
A bunch of strangers.
And you were gonna sacrifice thousands of people to save yourself.
Yeah.
Or monster boat.
Oh, careful.
No. I'm a father.
You're cowards. This reminds me very much of Jango Fett and Boba Fett when he was younger, you know?
I saw the entire galaxy in her eyes.
It's kind of cool. Obviously, it helps that he's a jetpack too.
Can't understand.
Yeah, I know it's kind of weird they're just doing a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, but it'll make sense. It's the idea to keep things going with Big Boss, you know? Metal Gear Solid 5.
I understand betrayal.
Rather than go back to Solid Snake.
And that you lured me here to take down this base.
I don't know who's doing the remake. At one point I thought it was Blue Point, but they're working on their own thing. It could be Virtuous, which is a porting studio, a Chinese porting studio.
Empire is what you do best.
Sheesh! In front of your child too. Fool of a man. Where the hell did they run off to?
Intruder is in my quarters. He's armed. Shoot to kill.
Me.
Kill that Jedi. Bode.
This does not bode well for you. I'll make that joke all the time. Yes! Embrace the darkness! Sheesh! Embrace the darkness! Listen to the screaming. Yes. That's the only problem with the crossguard, is that pathetic fucking... Sheesh. A double kick is so cheesy. Sony Bend are supposed to have something to show as well. Not Days Gone 2, sadly. Damn, how do you... They're the only problem in the whole game is these flame troopers. That's one way of getting rid of them. The power, the anger. It's not reflected in his personality right now. He needs to really, you know, just fucking gritting his teeth. Not afraid to murder and kill. Maybe he's maintaining the good side too, though. Becoming the Grey Jedi. Use the power of the dark side while keeping with the teachings of the Jedi. Not even Anakin could do that. What up, dude? Anakin's anger and grief and loss was too much. So yeah, it's gonna be a great show. This is phase 2. It's gonna be all PS5. We're definitely gonna see a cheeky little bit of you know, multi-platform games will come to PC and Xbox, like the Metal Gear Solid remake.
Hey, Cal. Lot of chatter on the comm. You okay?
Boat's escaping. If he gets away, he's gone forever.
Hey, Merrin, you hear that?
You might want to use the mantis too, be careful. Yes, cool. Needs to go apeshit. Agreed, agreed. I have a feeling they'll re-release the collection. That would be nice, yeah. Bluepoint actually made that collection. That's what they were known for that. They also did the Uncharted collection as well. Not the Legacy of Thieves one. The other one. Maybe they did Legacy of Thieves as well. God, this is fun. I love all-powerful God moments. Let's see.
Merrin!
Oh, no, no.
Why are you here?
Why do you think? I'm rescuing you!
Oh, you silly girl. I swear if you get hurt. What's going on with the platforms? Behind you! Oh my god, I need to get over there. Can you make a fucking bridge? No, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Oh, there we go. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Don't have time for this. God, he's so much faster now. What the hell? It's still the cross guard. So I'm guessing it's just gonna keep restocking them. New stock of stormtroopers right in. They just keep refilling your evil Jedi powers. All right, Merrin. She's probably going to see him like using his, you know, powers of the dark side. What if it ends up getting her killed? Hello, are you immortal? Look at that, he's using all stances. That's why it's so fast. That spinning is only for the double blade.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
Hey, he still survived. Are you okay? Heal. Maybe I don't want to. Oh my god.
I'm with you, Cal.
Yes. Sheesh. The power. It is intoxicating. Ah. Come to the dark side. We have chocolate chip cookies. It's too much. Careful, Cal. Careful.
Where's Boat?
The eyes start to change. You get dark circles around them. Not gonna mention it. Right.
Distraction.
Yeah. Do it.
Damn you!
Oh, Merrin's kind of scared.
Go on, Jedi, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Rather you than Lord Vader.
Who is this?
He sent Bode after our team. My crew. Cordova. Seer! They're all dead because of him.
Cal! This is what Bode wants. I know you are in pain.
Will Merrin be enough?
You! The Empire has taken enough from us! I will not lose you two!
Do we have a choice? Damn it, Cal. Could have been all powerful if not for the booty.
You won't.
That's the power of the pussy, man. Who needs the light side and the dark side? The pussy side.
See you on the Mantis.
Power of the pussy. Pussy's persuasion. Symphony of the Night remake. Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. It's definitely meant to be AAA. I just don't know if they're going to stay 2D or we're going to see something like Lords of the Shadow, you know?
I'm fine, buddy.
Or Lords of Shadow, whatever it was called. We'll have to see. Anything's possible. The thing with Konami is they can't really make anything of worth themselves, so it's been done by different studios. Now, Bluepoint, weirdly enough, God, it must be about 3 years ago, they had a very, very clever tease coupled with a picture that didn't make any sense. And people, of course, within the hour have deciphered it. And games they had mentioned were things like SOCOM, fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night. They mentioned so much. They mentioned Bloodborne. People might have thought it meant... This is even before the Demon Souls remake came out. We'll see. In a perfect world, Bluepoint would have two teams, you know. It's been long since rumored they have their own new IP that they're working on, which, you know, wouldn't be connected to any universe. It's just their own little thing, and they definitely deserve it after the Shadow of the Colossus remake and the Demon Souls remake and many more, you know. But to say that Sony wouldn't have them doing some sort of collection or remake would just be a waste of talent, you know. Obviously they understand, and Bloodborne will never get a remake without the okay from Sony and from software. It's a bit messy, but they just did it with Demon Souls, so I wouldn't put it past them. People just want something Bloodborne related, but because the Bloodborne fans are so ravenous, myself included. But honestly, when it comes down to it, Bloodborne actually sold one of the least out of the bunch, you know, because it was PlayStation exclusive. Like Dark Souls 2 even trumped its sales. Obviously, like, we don't need to even mention Elden Ring. But that's the other thing. From Software are very busy this year and are happy with their lineup with Bandai Namco, with Armored Core 6, Elden Ring's DLC, which is going to be huge, you know. So, something Bloodborne is in the making. You won't see it this year.
If you were hearing this, you know where I've left it. But if the compass is gone, do not despair.
Spider-Man 2's rumored September release date means that there still is time for something else in the fall, you know. Same with Xbox. I'm hearing Hellblade 2 may come in December. I gotta get out of these clothes, man.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Better written or voice acted, it's all still cool to watch. Yeah. You need a little bit more, huh? Good point. Remaking Legend of Dragoon, you think? Oh. Legend of Dragoon. PlayStation's seminal JRPG. It does not get enough love. That would be pretty special. How would you remake that, though? Would you go, that 2D HD that we've been kind of dealing with lately? Like Octopath Traveler? Or would you go full force and make it like, you know, Final Fantasy VII remake? There's also that huge rumor of Final Fantasy IX getting a remake. There was a huge leak from GeForce Now about 2 years ago, and every single thing on that list has been confirmed, all the way up to like Kingdom Hearts 3. But the only thing we haven't got on it was Final Fantasy IX, so I think Square Enix are just biding their time, you know. Let's not, you know, the same way we haven't heard anything from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's a bit broken there. Won't let me sit down. He's also weirdly zoomed in as well. Hold it together, game, please. Oh no, look, something's going on. I can't even. I can't even change out of it. It must be a cutscene thing. Just keep going, I guess. Can't even do cal customization when you open it.
Let's go see what we can find.
Back to fucking Koba, man. I live this place. That's just one remake over Bloodborne. Changed my mind. Ooh. I think there's not been enough time since the Dark Souls 1 remaster. Even though that was pretty pitiful. There hasn't been enough time. But I would like that.
That's pretty much it.
I think they're going to wait and see what the sales are for Armored Core 6. I think it should be great. We're not going to get like 12 million copies sold or anything like that. But if it gets somewhere in the realm of 3 to 4 million, just off the back of From Software fans and mech fans, that would be huge for them. Because, you know, they're going to try and bring back some of their old series, but they need the backing of the fans, you know, because these games are expensive to make. So if you take a risk on something like a new Armored Core, maybe bringing their Japanese horror game Kuon back, there's the abyss right over there. That's what we're trying to get into. Could bring that back. That one's really cool. It's kind of like the old Fatal Frame stuff. Creepy as fuck. So, but you know, doing that, I think it's important for the team. There we go. But I know it's not what everybody wants. Everyone would rather a Dark Souls 4, a Demon Souls 2, Bloodborne 2, Elden Ring 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until they just fucking... Miyazaki's just fucking nothing but bone and dust, you know? That's all people want out of them. And, you know, I can't lie and say that's not what I'd like myself, because it is, but I've nothing against them taking a little break and finding some new motivation and creativity as well. I don't want them to work themselves into a mess. Alright, so where do we go from here then? This planet has been just a little bit overplayed, sadly. But it's okay, I mean, it's still very impressive. You'd still have enough meat on the bone if you only just had this world alone. Final Fantasy 9 remake probably will announce next year. Yeah, I think you're right. Give it time. I don't even know how they're going to do that remake. We've had so many really cool fan remakes with Unreal Engine 5, and they look amazing. Like seeing Vivi run around and that would be cool. I just don't think I wouldn't handle Final Fantasy 9 the same way as Final Fantasy 7 remake. It's a whole different thing, you know. It's medieval high fantasy. Final Fantasy 7 remake works so well because it has that steampunk, that a wonderful vibe to it, and they just nailed it. And obviously they're going in a different direction now, and people shouldn't be too scared about that, because you know they'll take care of it. You know, if you ever feel like they're deviating too much, you've always got the original to play, you know.
It's okay, BD. We'll find another way.
I'll take a proper remake, and even the pixel remasters, which are nice. I'll take that over what they were doing with those mobile fucking chibi things. They did this. It was like Final Fantasy 4 after years, and then there was Final Fantasy 6, and they got these weird mobile remakes where they got rid of the sprites and created these weird chibi models. It's probably some of the worst things they've ever done, besides just porting mobile ports to PC like they did with Chrono Trigger. Yeah, interesting times for sure. I definitely see Sony not holding back at all. Like this show, half of this show anyway, it was planned for September, but some of the teams weren't ready, and they were like, we can give you a CGI slice if you want, and obviously that's not going to cut it anymore, you know. So they said it's okay, we'll wait, and now they're doing it. Now they're kicking off this year's E3, you know, even if it's not called E3, it's still E3 in excitement. And then, you know, whether you love or hate Xbox, they're still going to show some incredible games, and the same with Summer Game Fest. And same with whatever Nintendo does, you know. It's better, trust me, for the whole industry to just enjoy and love all the games. Just support the devs, not the pieces of plastic underneath your entertainment center. Because your pieces of plastic can't love you at night. Trust me, many a man has lost his dick in the fans of the PS4. Why do you think they sound like that? Sheesh, that was a camera mishap there. These guys are fun. They also go by the great, horrible rule of video games and splash damage. Shucks! Come on, you gotta be dead. See, how far away was I there? Look at the steam coming off this. Goodbye. Nice. Yeah, I think he's looking pretty fucking cool here. Even with the gold blaster. I made it gold. As a tribute. Nice. It's cool to get back to the original enemy of the Empire. I still wish there was a little bit of an Inquisitor's fun, you know? Meh. Yeah, Sony Ben could be up to something cool. Might be Siphon Filter. Wouldn't be bad. Like, people don't realize how much we're all in desperate need of a bit of a good old spy action game, you know? Like, fucking Splinter Cell is non-existent for the time being. Ubisoft is in free fall. They don't know how to stop making mistakes, you know? They've now cancelled, like, I think 6 games and only focusing on Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. Like, jeez. As someone who grew up with Assassin's Creed and loved them, even I'm burnt the fuck out. It's time to move on. Like, Christ. If we don't get some Prince of Persia soon, I'll go mad. The Prince of Persia remake is just... It's just not happening. I don't know what... Like, it's between the KOTOR remake and Prince of Persia remake. Which one is gonna be cancelled first, not which one's gonna come out first. And that's sad. That's fucking sad. The guys working on the KOTOR remake, they ain't no BioWare, that's for sure. But BioWare isn't BioWare anymore anyway. I don't know. It's so sad to see the state of affairs when it comes to 90% of the developers. Nowadays, like, there was a time when there was that many games coming out, you're like, this isn't sustainable, you know? I look at today's modern stuff, and, you know, $200-300 million on one game, that's not sustainable. GTA 6 costing fucking 6 million, or 2 billion. Wish it was 6 million. GTA 6 costing 2 billion to make, that's fucking madness. What is this? This doesn't sound ancient.
Agrees. Unless one of us is gonna stay behind, we need someone here to activate the base.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll ask
The
around.
Jedi temples in this game
Got a death wish.
have been so special.
Maybe not, Turbo.
This seems to be a little base for Jedi. This is all...
Let's go.
These are the different data points, aren't they? I'm missing a good few. Cool. So yeah, anything's bound to happen. I really want to see new IP. Like, everybody's finally starting to come around to Stellar Blade, which looks really cool. You got your Bayonetta style sexy anime chick doing hack and slash goodness.
Purge troopers. What are they doing here?
They found this place before you. Hard to fight two of them. Woo! Not that hard. You're next. Swing, bada bada bada. Come on. You could do better than that. Or can you? I'm not even there anymore. Not bad. Goodbye. Purge these nuts, motherfucker. Hold on, I'm sensing an echo right now. Seems like a little Empire trap. Fucking flame troopers, man. Thank you. They don't die either. Be cool if he did damage to it again. Oh damn, he still got this. Oh wow. Can you get out of this? No, you can't. Okay. I see you. Are you stuck up there? Come here. Don't be afraid. There you are. How you doing? You little stinker. You can't hide in the back. Come on, try. I'll give you one shot. Come on. Don't be afraid. Come on. Come on. Load your AI pathing. There it is. There it is. Well done. Well done, you fucking moron. You didn't know what to do there. More. Whoa! Stop resisting. Get him, BD1. Owie! Fucking probe bastards. I can't hit this. It's so weird. Is it like a new and improved or something? I can't hit that thing.
Help me, BD.
Weird. It's like another, it's like an upgraded probe droid or something. That's more like it. Damn! Sheesh! They're so hard when they've no arms. Good lord. That is difficult. More? Dang. Everybody loves a level like that. These guys are kind of cool. New and improved or something. That was just me and you. Can I sense this echo already? Oh my god, they're never stopping. Who called me a traitor? I'm telling you. I believe Nintendo Direct in September. I think Nintendo remastered GameCube games. Yeah, that sounds pretty right, honestly. Nice. God, that was tough.
Bo told him we were coming.
Yeah, Nintendo. They're. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, the 1,000-Year Door remake. I keep hearing of that happening. Instead of just putting it on there in the GameCube, I heard it's getting a full-blown remake. What is this? Yeah, Nintendo are kind of positioning things for their next system. I don't know what it's going to be called. There was like rumors of it being called Super Switch, to go with Super Nintendo and the SNES, you know. I don't know. Now, people were talking about, you know, Switch Pro and that, but Nintendo have never been one to use another namesake, you know, and that's PlayStation's thing. The Pro is PlayStation's thing. It is what it is, whether you want to believe it or not. There's also another name which I really hate, the Switch Plus that's going around, and just have the Switch and then a tiny little plus. I really don't like that idea. That sounds like the Wii U bullshit that we used to have. I really detest that, the Motion Plus. Really annoying, really half-assed. No wonder the Wii U failed. Like, there was just bad choice after bad choice. But we wouldn't have the Switch without it, so. Okay. And then just, you know, plain old Switch 2. The plan for that, I think, is something like May of next year. They like to keep it early in the year. They're not really one.
The arrays are online. Now we just have to activate them. We must have locked down the facility.
Okay.
And evacuated. That's not gonna stop us.
This is some kind of a. It's crazy. Dagon's gone. He would have loved this.
Proceed to the observation deck to initiate alignment.
Maybe this is how she gets into the abyss.
Out of everything.
She used the Kobo matter to actually shoot it into the abyss to create some kind of a tunnel, maybe. Locking it in place. That's where we're trying to go. Looks like, when I first saw it, it looked like a collapsed star. When they become like dwarf stars. But it's something more than that. Let's see. Yeah, I like this kind of speculating stuff. I know it might sometimes can do a little more harm than good. I get that. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Look. And he aligns it together. Ooh. See, you're back. What the hell were you doing here all along?
See, you made it.
Breeze informed me you were in need of assistance, so here I am.
Yeah, the last couple of Paper Mario games have been so-so. Origami King was really fun. Especially the open world stuff, but the combat is just suffering. They're afraid to go back to the RPG element. Especially like Mario and Luigi RPGs, they were amazing.
Oh, I stand ready for your order.
But they'll never go back there. I don't know why. They're afraid kids are too stupid or something. I don't know. As if we all didn't play fucking Final Fantasy back in the day or something like that, you know? When companies treat kids like kids, all you're left with is rubbish. You're left with fucking Peppa Pig, the video game. No one wants that. Confront Bode on Tanalor. Alright. Nothing else gonna stop us now. Is there a way to get back? I gotta get back. Let's talk to her real quick.
Not a terrible view, huh?
You know, I'm feeling nostalgic. I last spoke to Master Kree 200 years ago.
Good lord.
And yet, when I see her experiment lighting up the sky, I feel close to her once more.
I understand.
You do, don't you? Oh, Cal Kestis, not a day passes when I'm not grateful you pulled me out of that collapsed tunnel. Safe travels. And if Dag and Gera can chart that flight, then I know you can too.
Well, we're not really the pilot, but thank you. Definitely could do with a few more stims as well. Should have closer to 10 now, but I'm on 7, I believe. I should have done a little homework outside, ran around and collected them off camera.
Head back to the Mantis, buddy.
It's all good. I've been
abyss.
feeling differently. It's nice.
I'm not thrilled about it either. It's the only way we're getting to Tanalor.
That's a lot of ghosting. Jesus Christ. Like 3 different fucking cows. Yeah, I like the rumor and speculation stuff. For me, it's like, you know, a kid at Christmas. So it's like when you were young, you were trying to guess what you wanted to get for Christmas. I know some people feel like it's spoilers, but unless it's officially leaked, it's all just speculation. We really won't know until the moment's there. In terms of, people have been asking questions like, will we get a shadow drop? Because the weird little habit that's been going on this year especially is each of these conference shadow dropping a game, basically releasing it the moment the conference is there. I don't think we'll get a full game. I don't think really Sony cares about that kind of stuff. But I think we'll get the Final Fantasy 16 demo on Wednesday. It's supposed to be a juicy demo. It's supposed to be basically the start of the game and to carry over, even though it's not out till June 22nd or something like that, it's going to carry over to the main game. Let's see if new things opened up here. No, they didn't. What are we waiting for here? You can clearly see that there's a couple of little blips that aren't opened. Maybe they'll never open. Maybe it's New Game Plus. Who knows? Jedi concentration. I was hoping we could do some more with our superpower, you know? Especially now that it's all on the dark side. Girl. I never really bought away any of that shite. There's not much more I can do. A lot of people have enjoyed this skill tree for this game.
Let's go.
I think it's pretty good, but even with, besides the new stances, I haven't found a damn thing to use it on, you know? So I wonder, the idea of the whole amnesia in a video game and coming back and relearning the same powers, they forgoed that in this game, where you were able to double jump and do all cool shit straight away, which is really nice change, because I hate that trope. But it's actually had a weirdly kind of negative effect on the skill tree, because it just, I don't feel like I've ever got even an ounce stronger or anything was necessary at all. Besides the stances, that's about it, you know. That's more of a failure of skill trees on the whole. I always feel like a lot of them just are there to check off that box, you know, make it feel like an RPG.
Where we go next?
There's only one place to go next. To Tanalor! Let's bring the fight to Bode. Let's finish this epic fucking game. Cyber, how's it going? We're about to finish this, dude. Heavy spoilers. Heavy spoilers. It's been incredible. What they've done in the last couple of hours is pretty special. Best Star Wars game I've ever played. Without a shadow of a doubt. Better than the movies. Better than even some of the prequel movies. Because I love the prequels. But you can't escape some really piss poor writing. People want to say like the sequels are bad. Shit, the Star Wars series has been suffering since the fucking prequels. You know, you get your Clone Wars and your Rebels and and the shows and all that, which are great, but the movies, outside of those incredible moments, they can't help themselves in writing just garbage. And that was 20 years ago. We've been suffering from bad writing in movies and games since then. It's a mix of old men writing and old women writing to try and appease the kids. So it's like, it feels like you're being pat on the head. Then you've got the nostalgia boners to try and hit the adults like us, you know. So it's just been a mess. This very rarely comes along a writer and director who actually just writes a great story and writes for themselves, you know. This is why 90% of Hollywood right now is remakes. There's a reason for that. Because they can't write. But they'll go on strike, man. They'll go on strike. But they can't fucking write an original piece anymore. People just lapping up Dune right now. I'm like, motherfucker, where were you when Dune came out first? You weren't even a goddamn fucking wet dream in your daddy's ball sacks back then. That's the way it is, man. The way to appeal to a new generation is to force feed them old shit. And they'll just lap it up because they're fucking sheep. But if we could just get some good fucking writing, some good original writing like this, then there's hope, you know? There's actual hope. That's Kobo's moon. Not much of it left. But it's the abyss we're heading for.
Well, what do you think is taking Z so long?
This is gonna go through like a black hole or something. Jesus!
To live through what we're about to do.
At least we will die together.
What I'm hoping is with the Sony show, it's gonna kick everyone's ass, and it will allow Xbox to go, okay, we had a couple of maybes. Let's actually show off these games now, you know? Because I know everyone is pissy about showing a game and it taking 3 years to come out. I feel the same, but in case you didn't notice, it's taken games 6 and 7 years to come out. So, yeah, you're gonna wait no matter what. Sometimes I would just rather know a game's in existence. Here we go. That doesn't look friendly at all. Some space Bermuda Triangle. Go on, Grease, you got this. Grease on the pilot. We got Cal as co-pilot. Come on, lads. Merrin, you might want to sit down. Holy shit! That's all the Kobo matter. Look at that stuff.
It's beautiful.
It's one word for it. Also deadly.
I'll bet that's what all the other poor saps said right before they were torn into vortex chow.
You said it, Grease. Woo! Yeah, sometimes the Mantis's design is it's a little bit dangerous.
Now it's an obstacle.
It reminds me so much of the Firefly, the ship from Firefly. Woo! Like if you just didn't have that big sail. Damn.
They're coming too fast.
But you are faster.
We're not coming back from this one. Mass Effect 2 Suicide Mission, let's go.
Power from deflectors to the engines.
What are you, crazy? You're trading safety for speed.
Exactly.
I don't think Nintendo Square Enix get enough credit for bringing old games on modern system.
You're right. It's my shit.
Yeah, the Breath of Fire, you're right.
Crazy does it, baby.
Kid always played Final Fantasy 6. Hell yes. You got good taste. Yeah, man, I love Breath of Fire. Last one I played was Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. That game was so hard. The whole game had a timer on it. So hard.
Hey, wait a minute.
And if you lost the timer, you just turn into a big dragon.
Tunnel getting a tad cozy.
It's not just you. See what's
The problem is they're bringing the stuff back using old emulators, and it's someone else's technology that they use for themselves. It's disgusting, really. Same with the PlayStation Minis and Nintendo Minis and all that. It's just an emulator.
Hyperspace blind. They'll be picking up pieces of the man.
And then they shut down the people who make the emulators with cease and desist, and then use them themselves. They're scummy. They really are. I have absolutely no faith in any of these companies. I go after the games and the developers. I don't care about Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox. They're just corporations. Damn! Thank you, sir. Oh my god, look! It's his old face. Oh! Fuck. Damn. Grease, you good? He's coming right now. Oh, damn. Instant making out. Oh, shit. Hell yes. Nothing like near-death experience to make you horny as fuck, am I right? Ding! Hey, Evil Assassin, hello. Did you know Starship Troopers Exterminate? Yeah, I saw that. It's so funny.
You did it. You three-armed son of a gun dark.
I wonder is it any good.
Well, at least none of us.
I want to get that Terminator and RoboCop game. They look fucking savage. There it is.
Worth it.
Tana lowers ours. What's the best defense? A giant black hole. What a weird shaped planet. It's almost oval. Cool. Is this when like you blow your vape underwater? So yeah, I'm down to see what they can do. I wish the virtual console never went away from Nintendo, because that was actually the best thing. Now weirdly we stand in a place where Xbox does the best game preservation. Nintendo like are dropping the ball. Like they're like, here's a couple of games on Nintendo Online, and it's worthless. Even Sega has more games than Nintendo up there. It's just emulated stuff, you know. The virtual console absolutely craps all over the Switch's meager tiny amount of games. You might look on there and go, oh, it's still 30 or 40 games. It's nothing. There was hundreds upon hundreds of games on the virtual console, and it was all transferable to your Wii U, and now it's gone. What a fucking waste of time. Oh damn, God of War Ragnarok moment. Holy hell, beautiful. What is it about these kind of arid desert lands and then beautiful trees? It's a lot of. We'll see some more of that in Final Fantasy, I guarantee you. Look at this place.
So this is it.
Yeah.
Tanalorr. You and
The
Merrin
Holy
are
Grail.
up there, okay?
I don't like the idea of remake, but I like
Yeah,
remastered.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
We'll all be okay, Grease.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I just wish their remasters were better. Instead of just stretching the screen or adding a rewind feature, they can do so much better. Like that comes from the emulator that's doing that. That's not painstaking development or love or anything. That's an emulator. All the emulators were doing. Same with the save states, the snapshots. It's all from an emulator. I understand it's nice to get them. I do understand, but if you do a little bit of homework on that stuff, you'll see. This is why there's so many pirates and emulation of Nintendo stuff. Like people have their Steam Deck and they're playing Nintendo games on it. People are not happy with Nintendo. They're really the fan base is moving away. The kids love it. They don't know any better. You know, the teens are the same as well. But anyone who's put up with Nintendo shit for a while understand how bad things have got. Like I love them. They're still able to make magic, but as a company, they are living in the 90s. They're living in the 80s. They don't understand online. Like there's no way of actually talking with people in game. They've now said that the Smash Brothers shouldn't have an online mode. Like what do you think of that? Like how backwards is that? Sakurai himself has said that he doesn't want Smash to have an online mode. You could literally be in a world where maybe in the next 3 years, instead of a new Smash Brothers, he'll just take the online mode out of it. Like they're so backwards, but that kind of backwards thinking has allowed them to also create magic and give us magic again and again, like Zelda just popping off, Mario, all of it, you know? And that's why we still love that old programming and old way of doing video games. But when it comes to the online space, like streaming and YouTube, they don't have a clue. They just shut it down. They specialize in cease and desists.
So this is Tanalorr.
So yeah, they're very backwards. And so is PlayStation. PlayStation spent
So much has changed since I first heard its name.
Fucking, let me see, was it like 17 years now? I don't know how long. Yeah. When did the PS3 come out? They've spent that entire generation, the generations after it, realizing that they fucked up. They can never go back to that generation and will never have backwards compatibility. It's a disaster. And all those years, they never come up with a way to fix it. And they just keep out and coming up with the same excuse. It was a different generation. The cell processor is hard. If you were to come and say that Mark Cerny, one of the greatest fucking video game engineers we have going on, he created the PS4, PS5, so much stuff. If he's just like to sit down in his chair and go, it's too hard, where the fuck would we be, man? We'd be living in fucking Neverland. That's nonsense. If you've developed yourself into a corner, motherfucker, develop yourself out of it. It's not that hard. How has Xbox figured it all out? And what's worse is Xbox have done it right with backwards compatibility, but yet they don't have the library. You know, you're getting weird games like Blinks and Voodoo Vince. You're like, no one fucking remembers those games, dude. But they're still doing a great job. And it's so weird, right? If only you could get the smarts of Xbox to work on PlayStation's backward compatibility. Because the PS3 cloud stuff we have now is garbage. It's 540p, 30 frames a second, and massive input latency. That is not acceptable in 2023. It's not acceptable in fucking, 2013 when it was first revealed.
What about Kata?
Fucking PS Now, you know. I'm 24, I don't like Nintendo rid of old game shop. Yeah.
You and I will carry that.
See, even like you're getting to that age now where you still have like a lot of nostalgia for the older stuff. For me, like I don't have that exact nostalgia for Nintendo. All the stuff I played was on handheld. I didn't have a home Nintendo console till the Wii. Everything I played in all the old Marios, Metroid, you name it, was from their handheld stuff, which was still fine, you know, still fine. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting and raving there, but it's just how I feel. These companies are all resting on their laurels. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I like the PS Plus Extra and Premium and all that. But Premium is a bit shit, but they've just turned it into what PS Now was, and they've done nothing. They've not changed anything. We keep hearing rumors that they're gonna just allow us to download the PS3 games, but until it happens, it's all bullshit. Because it's just not serviceable. They just somehow get that same technology into yeah, from Xbox. Xbox backwards compatible stuff. Not only do you just load it up and go, it also ups the graphics depending on the console you have, and ups the frame rate. Like, fuck it, Fallout 3 with 120 frames. Like, I know it's all they're doing is they're using like the PC way of doing things, right? If you've got a better system, then it just ups everything. The PlayStation are a little behind on that, but and then when it comes to their first party stuff, I really want to see something different on Wednesday. Like, I really do, and I hope to do, because during the PS1, PS2, and PS3 era, that was a very experimental Sony, you know. They knew they were kind of losing the PS3, but they brought it all back by the end of that generation. And it was true crazy experimental games, you know. And during the PS4 and now PS5, it's been very just quiet, safe stuff, you know. Horizon, God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us. It's the same third person fucking bow and arrow, third person gun, third person axe. It's just like they're blockbusters, but where's the ingenuity? Where's the fun? Where's the creativity? You just slap another skin on them and away they go. I don't know. I expect a little more from Sony, especially with the fucking billions of dollars that are just coming in. But you know when those billions of dollars are coming? Like, they have a failed phone, failed TVs, failed fucking everything. The only thing that's going right for Sony is Sony Pictures and Sony PlayStation, right? And what's happening? They're both feeding off each other now. And we're going to see this over the next 5 years. It's either going to be tremendously successful or the downfall of PlayStation, where they're pumping all that PlayStation money into fucking TV shows and movies. And it's you're either gonna love it or hate it. But I tell you one thing, the way Marvel's going, I don't want Sony to go the same way. Fucking 21 movies in like 3 years, and I couldn't tell you a single one of them that changed the excitement meter at all. You know, like, fuck me. They are drowning in their own success, and I fear for Sony doing the same thing. Things like Into the Spider-Verse, amazing. Like, holy hell, that's actual progress. But I feel like something like Into the Spider-Verse has little to no interference from Sony. That was one of those experimental Spider-Man projects that they didn't think was going to take off. But the animation team on Sony Pictures are incredible. Now, this is the same type of people that can put out shit like the Emoji Movie. So, you know, be careful before you know, give them too much respect or bump up their ego too much. You know, the same team can make a shit show. They can make a fucking masterpiece, you know. So they'll ride that Spider-Man train for a while, but what they've been able to do there, I'd love to see them do more with it. But yeah, so far we're going to get movies of every big license and animes and shows, and it's going to be very prosperous for a while, but 5 years from now we might be singing a different tune. We'll see. I just hate that Sony Pictures are failing mostly outside of that. Like, they own a couple of big you know, movie production studios, but nothing really that big, you know. But Sony Pictures Animation are wonderful, you know. I just don't want them to have a bad movie and have Sony PlayStation cover it, you know, because at the end of the day, they're different teams, of course, they're all around the world, but don't get it twisted, it's all Sony. If one fails, the other's going to cover the bill, basically. That goes for the games as well. If you have a bad game, you know, another side will cover. You always see it right around the end. Like, what's happening right now, it's just before
Do you hear that?
the tax season, so we're seeing a lot of companies close down. Pixel Opus, you're seeing all the technological side of stuff losing massive amounts of employees. This is kind of cute. Kind of creepy though. I'm gonna come in here to kill your dad. So yeah, the future is uncertain and exciting and fun and scary. So we'll just see how it plays out, you know. I'm here to support the devs and the games. I generally couldn't care less about the companies behind them. The EAs of the world, the Activisions of the world, the Sonys of the world, I don't really care. But the devs, the little devs who make the cute little things like this girl singing, that kind of stuff. Ghost Star. I wonder, is that what they call the Abyss? That was sweet. This game, I think, is the perfect example of where we are in 2023 in development. This is an incredible game. This is their God of War Ragnarok moment, you know. This is their wow, you know. But it's completely destroyed by bugs and glitches, and it'll only be remembered for that. Like, I don't even know if this will get, like, nominations for Game of the Year in September, you know. But it should. Respawn have done something special here. This game actually trumps God of War Ragnarok for me. God of War Ragnarok is 90% story, 5% gameplay, and 5% wanting to kick Atreus' fucking little bitch ass, you know. But it is what it is. People will just... This is what's wrong. They want to be like Marvel. Well, they're doing exactly what Marvel's doing. The same people, the sheeple that go and make a movie like fucking Ant-Man or Doctor Strange, make $1 billion, and it's the biggest load of fucking shit that it was ever put onto the fucking cinema, you know? And that's what's happening with the games, and I don't want that to happen to games, man. You think I want to sit here and see a game make fucking 3 million copies in 2 days, and then you play it and it's like, this was shite. Where was the gameplay of God of War Ragnarok? How was the best fucking characters, Freya and the dwarfs, in God of fucking War? Jeez, it should have been called the dwarfs featuring Kratos. Fuck. Oh. Anyway, well, this game is on my shortlist for Game of the Year. Sheer level design is like Titanfall, and Star Wars had a beautiful ginger baby.
Your father stole something very important.
How old am I? I'm in my mid-30s.
Ask him to give it back.
So I'm old. I'm an old man. Remember Blinks? Yeah, hell yes. Blinks the Time Sweeper. A cat with a vacuum that could suck up time. That was a Japanese-made game too. So yeah, I feel like...
don't like it here.
The generation is just kicking off, finally.
It's dark.
Ask anyone who owns a PS5, they're like, there's 4 games to choose from. Watch out, you know?
You don't have to be afraid.
But I think this will be the year. This will be the year to make the justification of owning a PS5 and Xbox Series X.
You're very pretty.
It just comes down to the last 3 years of COVID and development, and really just babying everybody into a new generation, instead of just ripping off the band-aid known as the PS4 and cutting off your losses. That's what I would do. But thanks to scalpers, they've genuinely fucked up this generation. But we're on the right track now. Here we go. Channelor. We destroyed the Jedi Order once. It's about to do it again. This guy's face really is so off-putting. DPG, you really should not be here. This is super spoilers.
How did you get here? It wasn't easy.
No, there's no bug fixes at all. It's the same fuckery.
You shouldn't have followed us.
You just play it and have fun.
Back, Cutter. This is the only way to keep you safe.
She will be safe.
Just leave and don't come back, because it'll be all spoilers.
But listen to me. It's over.
It's a bit late now if you're still here, dude. You've already been spoiled. You've been spoiled.
This planet will be a haven for those hunted by the Empire. Including Kata.
I think she's gonna be Cal's Padawan.
And you.
That'd be so cool.
But you
this
have
actual Star Wars film. Now. Yes. Better than the Star Wars film. Can you believe this is Respawn? Like, fucking Titanfall and...
Listen to them, please.
Whoa! Daddy mad.
I will decide what's best for my family.
That's cute. Yeah, you better leave, missus. You're about to witness the death of your own father. Merrin, I kind of wish you weren't here. I really love his lightsaber style. That's fucking cool. The backwards grip. Sheesh! Oh shit. Get your fucking hands off her!
Distract him. I will strike from the shadows.
How does he block? How does he take a lightsaber attack? That's a cool move. Cast this! Oh shit! Thanks, missus. Oh, we're back to the weird fucking green piss. Nice. The new Baja Blast. Damn, that tasted weird. I can feel my teeth fillings. What you got, boy? Nice. Damn it, always loses lock on. I don't ask for much. Ah. Boom, baby. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Stayed away. Stay away from Kata. You can't beat me, Cal.
Ah, no, you're already beat. Damn. What is with the charge attacks? Dagon did it. Vader did it. They're really OP. Because you can't parry that. You cannot parry it. He just goes straight through you. This motherfucker's got like giant lightsaber cuts all over his body. He's like, yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool. Like, fair enough if you're a fucking Jedi and you got all these armor on or whatever. It gets a bit... You're not Vader, you know? You can't absorb a saber cut in your face. Star Killers, yeah. I love those. Why can't I throw the mines at him? We needed to come back. Force Unleashed 3. But you'd have to retcon Force Unleashed 2. That story is a disaster. More clones. What is with... I think George Lucas wants to secretly... What the fuck? He wants to clone himself or something. He's obsessed with clones. Come on, bitch. That's right. Sucks to have to go through this again. I don't want a checkpoint in the middle of the fight. I would get rid of the cutscene parts. Same with Vader. It was like having to sit through those cutscenes. Had to get the cheeky shot in there. Go on, Cal. Bow! Kneel before me! God damn. Sheesh! Oh, you put a bomb on us? That's cool. That's cool.
Help BD.
He's hard to parry against. So how does he get you mid-air like that?
I need one.
Damn it. Man, I tried that and it doesn't work. No, you cunt. God, there's not enough block for that. You should have had upgrades for the block. Oh, come on, I dodged that. God damn, he's tough. He's tough because he's awkward. I wish Merrin wasn't here. This is gonna end badly. Game a bit over the top with the boss fights. Ah. I'll take this over the excessive QTEs we got. That's the only thing that ages Force Unleashed, you know. The combat's wonderful, but holy QT Batman. It was at a time when everything's God of War. God of War that did it. The old God of Wars. Damn, no BD1. Oh, see, now you done fucked up. Damn. Embrace the darkness. Motherfucker. I have to agree, God of War, because unlike last was that actual sequel. Oh, see, I'm the complete opposite there. I God of War Ragnarok was the most non-sequel. And they also, it was like supposed to be 2 games, and it makes sense. We only got like a half an hour of Ragnarok. It was pretty pitiful. They also cheated us out of a Jormungandr fight, a Thor fight, and a good Odin fight. Yeah, I was left very wanting. Last was part 2 was a bit messy, but it was kind of brave too. I've always said that. It was very brave. Did it work? Probably not, but it was pretty brave. I think the biggest issue with Last of Us Part 2 for me was Abby's section goes on too long. God, we gotta do all that again. They're so foolish. They should. This what's wrong with putting cutscenes in the middle of a fight. Yes, it's cinematic and fun, but for repeat players, you're fucking up. Just they should have the foresight to just skip it on repeat fights, you know. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Freya was amazing and dwarves were amazing, but the weakest characters end up being the title character, and to me that's a failure. It's a failure of writing and knowing your character. They should have left Corey be director, because clearly Eric did not know what he was doing. Also, bringing in a lot of inexperienced writers is not a good idea. Like, I have nothing against people like Alana Pierce and all that, but what the fuck do they know about writing? They've written a couple of IGN articles. What the fuck do they know about writing video game? Same with Mitch Dyer, who did a lot of writing on Battlefront 2. Remember that story for Battlefront 2? The non-existent one? Yeah. Star Wars Squadron. The game nobody fucking played. Yeah. I think it's time to... Same with Marvel. Stop hiring unproven amateurs. Let's actually, you know, fucking hire some pedigree. Stop hiring comedians from SNL, because SNL hasn't been funny in 20 years. Stop it. Got a present for you.
No chance.
I think when it comes to the writer's strike and all that, I think it's only fair. They should definitely get properly compensated. But I also think that writing is 100% subpar. There's far too much fixation on pandering to audiences and pandering to politics that have no business in movies that are not like about politics, and games that have no business having any kind of politics. It's weak writing, in my opinion, when we're trying to enjoy ourselves. It's taken personal preferences and personal biases, like political leanings, you know, fucking gender politics, all that stuff. There's a place for that, and it's not in video games. Unless it's well written, it makes sense. Like how can you do a story with you know, a gay character like Ellie so right, and then get it so wrong with a trans character like Lev? It's like two different companies, and they're not the same company. This one had Bruce, and one had other fucking game directors. But modern Naughty Dog is just Neil and Neil's ego. That's all they've got. I've never seen such a downfall of a company in terms of writing, you know. Graphics wise, they're still the ones to beat. Uncharted 4 still looks incredible for an almost 10-year-old game, you know. But damn, they can't write to save their life. But hopefully things like the writer's strike and that will give them enough time to, you know, wake up. Don't be afraid to... Oh, you pathetic bastard. What kind of AI spams the same move? Pathetic. I expected more from you. Pathetic. Get up off the ground, old man. Come on. Where the fuck is he running? Bode, you're so dead, it's not even funny. Dude, what? Did the jump not do anything? Come on, Bode. You don't realize you're messing with a grey Jedi. Teachings of the Jedi. The power of the dark side. You're done! Whoa. Oh! I'm sorry, you tried. Do it. In front of his child, embrace the fucking dark side. The dark side.
Put this on your daughter.
You fool.
Bode.
Uh-oh.
We know what it's like to grow up alone.
Oh, God.
Please, listen to them, Papa.
It's too late. It's too late. He's gonna do it. All right. No, don't trust him.
And when the Empire comes, will you be able to protect my little girl?
If he turned and his saber was still blue or green or whatever, would have been fine. His saber is red. It's not just because he likes that color.
I'm sorry, God.
This man is full of hate.
I tried.
There's blackness there. You cannot be trusted! You fool! No, don't you dare! No. Cal, finish this! Rise up, you fucking ginger bastard! Do it! No! Fucking finally. Force throwing your own kid. That's grounds for abuse. Damn. It's over. Just for a second there, I doubted you, Cal. Finish it. It's okay. Kata can be our Padawan. There is hope for her yet. Seeing her own father be killed, probably not good for the old psyche, but you know, it was a mercy kill. You practically saved your life. That evil would take over. He'd eventually go too far and push you off the edge. In that whole conversation, he managed to push his daughter, force push her back 2, maybe even 3 times. So yeah, I think that's enough. Someone fucking called the RSPCA or some shit. Jesus. No, I think that'd be a great idea for a 3rd game. Let Cal be a Jedi Master. Let's take on Kata as a Padawan. I think that'll be amazing. While we fuck the shit out of Merrin every other scene. Woo! Let's do it. Let's have little night babies. Night sisters and Jedi Masters and night babies.
Good.
So I don't think that was the dark.
We should speak.
Oh. Yeah. Time for grief counseling.
I was not much older than you when I lost my family.
Daddy Babs. God, who didn't die in this game?
For many years I carried
Vader.
this pain.
Vader lost his cape though.
I did not want to feel better.
Not a bad little villain though. I mean,
Why?
there was one time where his you know,
I thought if I
his
let go
reasoning
of
was
him,
sound. But he's
I
lost.
would be
He's
letting
lost.
go of the
He
people
can no
I love.
longer just say that it was for his daughter when he's murdering people left, right, and center.
And one day,
What did Eno
I
do
met someone
to
who
get in the way
also
of you
lost
helping
his
your
family.
daughter? It didn't make any sense. You were gone,
Together,
dude.
we found another way
You were
to
drunk
survive.
on the dark side. That stuff is like absent, man. You start seeing green fairies and Palpatine in a little
pain is
speedo.
yours.
Woo! Do it! Can you just imagine that? Ah!
It is part of you.
Yeah, fucking awesome game. And she got daddy issues, and I got the goddamn right. Damn. Sign me up, huh?
When my mother
Dave,
died,
step on me, mommy. There's an abundance of red crystals as natural mines were destroyed. Yeah, I suppose in this lore they wanted to signify your psyche, your state of mind, you know, rather than, as you said, yeah. Because I know with Force Unleashed they went by that. You had all the crystals and you could just change the crystals as their color, rather than in this one it's like we actually saw Dagon change his blue crystal to red from channeling the hate into it. So that's what they're going by. Now, of course, we know the fucking Kyber crystals and the sabers themselves have a ridiculous amount of, you know, fucking what's canon and what's not. Like, the lore is all over the place. And that's mainly down to Disney retcon and stuff. And, you know, a lot of it's just left up to headcanon, which sucks. Because I don't think any of it truly can be wrong or right, you know? This is all just an artistic perspective. Seer's body, Bode's body, and Eno's body. Three very different Jedi, all mixed up in all of this. What a disaster. Thank you, Seer. Thank you, Eno. I love the Viking burials of the Star Wars universe. It's fucking badass. Love it. Very respectful. Shit, I want to go out like that, you know? Fuck, making me worm food 6 feet under, man. Aww. There's hope for you, Kata. If she can grieve properly and move on at a young age, there's hope. Poor thing. Hey, someone like Merrin, there's definitely hope. And Cal, as long as he doesn't give in too much, man, and break the dark. I wonder if he just leave, or does it just game over if he don't embrace the darkness? Shit. I thought that meant getting with Merrin. Aww. If she holds Merrin's hand, I swear to God I'm gonna die. Aww. There's hope for you, little one. You will be a Padawan. As long as she's force sensitive, you know. I assume so. Who knows? Better storyline than Rey's, anyway. Who am I? You're the grandbaby daughter of a clone. You're nothing but fucking test tube baby. And people wanted them to switch it over and have her be connected with the Skywalker line, which would then make the whole Kylo Ren and Rey love story incestuous, just like George Lucas wanted all along. Dirty bastard. He must have been reading too much of the royal family or something. Whoa! Stupid. Oh, it's just time. Alright. It's so weird, man. Weird time to do a time lapse. But just goes to show, yeah, they're saying their goodbyes. Oh, BD1's made a new friend. I could see that happening for sure. Now they have like a surrogate kid as well. Oh. You were the last of the known Jedi, Cal. I think, to me, he's a master now. I think he's earned his stripes. Would have loved to face off against Vader with Cal, but that's okay. I think there's room for that in a third game. What do you think? We ran from him in the first. Failed.
You saved my life on Brock.
Failed to save Seer.
You let me walk my own path
Aww.
when I needed to.
I think I changed his hair just in time, huh?
You taught me what it truly means to be a Jedi.
Oh. Dead right. Seer. He's definitely talking about Seer.
Now you're gone.
Unless. Yeah, I was hoping Tanalor would be a bit more explorable. What are you gonna do? I still.
We will continue your legacy, Seer.
Yeah, see? Look at that.
We will build something that can outlast the Empire. I promise.
He had just spoken about abolishing the Order. It's done. It's over. He wanted to just run away with Merrin. Crazy how a little death can change this perspective. Jedi will live on.
I almost lost myself.
And now they're tucked away in a magical distant land on the planet, away from the normal canon. Yay! Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you. Nothing can exist outside of their fucking movies. Bastards. It's after episode 4. No, it's... No. I wouldn't say so. It's between 3 and 4. These entire games take place between 3 and 4. So, it's early in Vader's career. And, I'd say, someone did the math. It was something like around 17 years or something. Just by going by Cal's age. Because Order 66 happened during, when he was young, when he was still a Padawan. And he's been on the run since then. So yeah, between 3 and 4, there's a good bit of time there. She's gonna be a Force ghost? Quite. Seems like an old memory. Maybe she'll make him master.
Cal.
She helped us already.
Guide her through the darkness.
Yes! I nailed it. Kata. Padawan. I think when they're Jedi Knight, they can be they can take on a Padawan, right? Because wasn't Anakin? Doesn't he get a Padawan? Not in the movies, but in the extended universe. Yes. That's gonna come back. Wonderful. Fucking awesome. Awesome. Cool. What would you call the finale? I had a couple of names. God, that was awesome. Nice, quick ending there. Really cool surprise villain. Just wonderful. I know what you mean by a bit overdone with some of the scenes, but you know, they wanted to be cinematic. The fact that a team like Respawn were able to pull off this series is incredible. They're definitely one to watch. I'd love to see them do even another new IP. I think that's what's going on now. They have another team lead doing his own thing. But yeah, Stig did a great job. Vince obviously taking care. Vince Zampella is the guy who started up Respawn. He started with Call of Duty. He is now the head of like 90% of EA's like teams, you know. He's now working on Battlefield to fix that mess thanks to DICE, you know. He's obviously working heavily with Apex and Respawn. That's his baby, of course, but he's pretty much like the only ones he's not really taking over is like the FIFA and sports side of stuff, you know. But I wish the best. I don't want Battlefield to go away. I really do think it's time to bring back Bad Company in a big way. Let's just forget the last couple of games and it's time to come back in a big way, because Call of Duty's fallen miserably. Their over-reliance, all of them, on Battle Royale will be their downfall. That was fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. That was miles better than Ragnarok for me, but that's just me. Ragnarok, I kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and what I got at the end was, it was just a candy floss moment, you know. Really tasty, but it was gone so quick. I was expecting, they should have split it into 2. We should have got God of War, Fimbulwinter, and God of War Ragnarok or something, because it was just a big old mess. We'll see, maybe we'll get a side game with Atreus. As for this, like, I would love to see them just finish out the trilogy. Obviously after something like, there's the man himself. See, look, now he's called like EVP and Group GM. So General Manager and EVP of Respawn and Battlefield. Like, fair fucks him. The guy deserves that, 100%. He obviously showed with Titanfall and Apex that he can lead a team to do an incredible FPS and competitive shooters, you know. And then obviously the rest of Respawn, I wish them nothing but the best. They're obviously a great team. Sucks they needed about 6 months to 9 months to really just polish this game. Like, apparently Tears of the Kingdom was done March 2022. And fucking Nintendo gave them a year and 3 months. And that's one thing Nintendo does right. They hold games until they're ready. They did it with Metroid Prime Remastered. That was actually a trilogy. They held that. They did it with Pikmin. They're currently doing it with the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD collection. That's ready to go. They're just waiting for the time, which will probably be maybe this fall. Maybe what they'll do is they'll wait, and then the next Switch will launch with Tears of the Kingdom with like Master Mode or whatever, Hero Mode or whatever. Yeah, this was incredible. I couldn't get over how good the platforming is. To me, it made me feel like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. I haven't felt like that since then. Just those wow moments where it's just poetry in motion. Pretty special. Writing could be better. Yeah, there could have been a little more, you know, a little bit more riskier with the writing. But you have to play things so safe when it comes to Star Wars, Lacuna, because you've got fucking Mickey Mouse with a hood and a saber standing over your fucking shoulder in case you do anything wrong, you know. That's the worst thing about taking on such a scary property. I feel the same way about so many others. It's like Lord of the Rings and things like that, Harry Potter, all that stuff. You're beholden to too much bullshit, too much corporate red tape. And how are you meant to have fun at all, you know, as a developer? You're like, oops, so you can't put that character in there. The game definitely needed a cheeky little Obi-Wan or even Mandalorian, anything like that. I would have loved that. Also found it a little bit odd that we started off with the Inquisitors. They never came back. Not even remotely. We heard one little mention from Vader about the Inquisitors being fine, you know. But that was it, so it felt a bit weird. But, you know, we had Ravis and the Bedlam Raiders, which is an incredible side enemy. Thought he was one of my favorites. And then Dagan Gera, he came out of nowhere. Pretty cool. Didn't really flesh out his story enough, I'd say. I think, and then obviously we got that surprise villain at the end, which what I would have done, just me being me, of course, is I would have put that surprise villain right after Ravis. I would have put him, be like, oh my god, and then still have the final confrontation with Dagan Gera as this, you know, this uber fucking Sith bastard versus, you know, a potential Grey Jedi in Cal. I would have loved that. It would have felt a bit more meaningful. Like, still, but I think they did it this way. You can clearly tell they moved it around so that you could have a really nice ending with Kata. This is the importance of this trilogy, is Cal becoming the Jedi Master, having a Padawan, and basically continuing on the Jedi Order, even if it's completely separate to Luke. Obviously, Luke being a little baby right now, you know, so there's still a lot of time there. Would have been nice just to see a younger Obi-Wan, because as we know from the show and the extended universe, we know that he's currently fighting the Inquisitors right now in the Grand Inquisitor, and Reva, everyone loves Reva, right? Fuck. I feel bad for that actress, because clearly I was far too big a role for her, so some of those lines just really came off flat. Yeah. FIFA and Sims need to die, I know. Oh, rage quit? Oh no, he's playing someone he's rage quitted. Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's definitely a must play, even for non-Star Wars fans. I know it's a bit expensive. Yeah, the remake, yeah. I just don't know what's gonna happen with that. It's been put on hiatus. Let's see, is there a post-credit scene? The guy's making the remake. It's not really in great hands. They're called Aspire. It's not really in great hands at all. I don't even know where they came from. Jesus. They're basically a port studio. Yeah. They made a lot of the old Jedi games. I guess that's what gave them the yeah. It's owned by Embracer. But it looks like they're already getting like things like Saber Interactive. There's all of these smaller porting studios that are coming into their own for their own IP, and I feel like, I don't know, they're still yet to truly prove themselves. Like, it's a big difference between a porting studio like Bluepoint, who clearly are made up of very talented individuals with the Shadow of the Colossus remake and Demon's Souls remake, still some of the best looking games out there, you know. And then you've got other porting studios like, we did the PS3 version of FIFA 22, you know, that kind of shit. It's like, what the fuck? The PS3 still getting games, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I don't trust these guys that well. What would I, if I was Sony, even though like it's obviously Disney owned property, I would be putting them under the fucking thumb, you know? That's what I would be doing. I'd be watching them like a hawk. But it's only a timed exclusive. It's not like a second party thing. I don't think Sony have much input at all. But I don't know if that game's ever going to come out. Good lord. If they show it on Wednesday, I'll have renewed hope. But otherwise, it's very much in limbo. Fucking limbo. Yeah. There's a pool going, a bet between the Prince of Persia remake and Knights of the Old Republic remake, of which is going to get cancelled first. But that's the thing, whenever something goes in hiatus like that, it's like cancelling without cancelling it. It's kind of what's going on with Beyond Good and Evil 2 right now. What a shit show. Michel Ancel, he's pretty much gone. He was the Rayman god. He's gone. He's sick of Ubisoft shit. I wish him the best. That game is doomed. It's in limbo, doomed forever. There's a lot of games like that out there. Shit, System Shock was like that for a long while, and we're meant to be getting that before the month's over. We'll see if that launches in a mess or anything, you know, short of being nearly perfect. It's going to be completely criticized into the ground. If I had my way, I'd get rid of things like Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes and all those, because they're just being abused by horrible reviewers, brown envelope, money hat and bullshit, and then you've got the review bombing masses of morons that exist in gaming, which sucks. So that kind of shit just needs to go away. If you're gonna abuse something, then we will remove it. That's the way it should be. Rotten Tomatoes has been, it's ironic it's called Rotten Tomatoes because it's full of the fuckers. All Rotten Tomatoes. Like, who honestly trusts a movie review? Do any of you guys? As long as I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not just a piece of shit. In fact, I have found that anytime a movie review is bad, there's a good chance I'll enjoy it, and vice versa. Like, think of all the shite that MCU has put out, and all the good reviews, and all the billions of dollars. It means nothing anymore. If you're excited for something, go see it. If you're not excited, don't see it. That's all it is. I don't think KOTOR can end up well anyway, because it has no connection to BioWare. There's literally no connection. And I know BioWare are a fall from where they used to be. You know, they haven't put out a good game since like Mass Effect 2. But damn, not having any of the original team working on it is a surefire way to fuck it all up. We'll see. Because even Aspire, working on things like Jedi, Outcast and all that, it's a big difference. KOTOR is a giant RPG with some of the most extensive choices and quests that we've ever seen, you know? That was BioWare, the golden era, the early days, well before Dragon Age. Like, Dragon Age is fun, but that series has fallen off a cliff almost immediately after Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age 2 was a rehash acid flip, which these days would be bombed out of existence. And then Dragon Age Inquisition was far too ambitious. Very fun, but far too ambitious. Kind of an empty world. Especially coming off the back of something like Witcher 3, it just doesn't hold up. We'll see where that goes. As for Mass Effect, you know, Mass Effect 3 starts off great. Horrible rushed ending. Clearly a team that didn't know what to do with a flagship series. And Mass Effect Andromeda, I mean, some interesting, you know, platforming and ideas, but completely lackluster and broken team. Anthem actually showed the most promise, but just mishandled. Chasing destiny yet again. And if they just poised it as a Mass Effect style game, single player or even co-op, it would have been godly. Would have been the Iron Man game we all hope for. EA are working on an Iron Man game. We'll see about that. Yeah, definitely might see something at E3 or whatever it's called, Summer Game Fest. They're working on an Iron Man open world game. They're working on a Black Panther and Captain America World War One style game. Then there's a Black Panther game of his own coming. Then we have obviously Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine coming on that side of things. Plenty more. There's supposed to be an X-Men game. They haven't announced that yet. There's an X-Men game coming. Meant to be like old X-Men Destiny or something. What else? They're probably working on another Marvel Ultimate Alliance. But that's a Nintendo thing, so yeah, it's not much appeal there. There's just so much Marvel stuff coming, you have no idea. Oh yeah, there's a Punisher game supposed to be coming from someone in PlayStation. I had heard that it was Naughty Dog. The Punisher game. I don't know about that, we'll see. I think Naughty Dog have enough on their plate right now. But you never know. There's so many rumors out there, it's fucking wild. If you like your Marvel games and you don't like them, you're either going to be very happy or very pissed off in the next like 5-10 years. And on the DC side of stuff, we have the Suicide Squad game, which is not faring too well. We have the Wonder Woman game with the Nemesis system coming from that team over at Monolith, who made the Shadow of Mordor games. That's going to be pretty special. We should hear something about that. I've been hearing about a new Superman game for what feels like about 4 years now. That's supposed to be coming from Warner Brothers Montreal. Gotham Knights kind of was mixed. You need to stay away from the games as a live service, and it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Nice. Give Nintendo ship. Nintendo Switch has all the old Star Wars games. Hell yeah, so is PlayStation and all that as well. Yeah, that's Lucas Arts coming back in wanting that money. Original copies a lot of money. Yeah, for sure. It's done already. I beat it. Yeah, it's been special. It's been special. Let's see, can we get a little end of the credits? Yeah, we will. Here we go.
Well,
what happens now, huh?
Not exactly what we expected. But this place is our home now.
Cool.
Yeah, Grease.
The Jedi Order can continue.
Yeah, I guess it is.
To do a
still got a lot of work ahead of us.
finale,
It will take time to contact the hidden path.
it would have to be something close to A New Hope, huh?
The place is creepy, but it does have
Jedi, A New Order, Jedi,
This belongs with you.
A Renewed Hope, something goofy like that.
It belongs with all of us.
We had Fallen Order, Survivor, and something else. It has to be kind of small, short, and sweet. More people are gonna have to die, though.
What do you think, kid? Should we give it a shot?
Yeah.
What they need to do with the final game is
That's the spirit. Oh, that's great. Come on. I'll bet
is
you're
just absolutely pull the rug out from underneath us. They need to make it seem hopeful and great and everything's going well, and kill off everybody. Kill Cal, kill Merrin, Grease, the little kid, kill her too. Kill her. I know that sounds fucked up, but you gotta do it, or else A New Hope won't make sense. What they should do is pull a cheeky Rogue One and slip a little story in there that's gonna help save Luke and Leia or something like that, you know, while they're still young. Like, have a story where something Cal does helps Obi-Wan keep Luke and Leia safe. Just a little nod, you know, to show that not only was Cal's journey important, but he also had a lasting effect on the outcome of the Republic and of the Jedi Order. It'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? I think that'd be, I know it might be a little cheesy, but since when do we not like cheese in the Star Wars universe? Look how beautiful this planet is, and could have given us just a little more to explore instead of walk up and kick his ass. That's what I would do. New beginnings, new something, you know? And just have it all really nice, you know? Have a little bit of time pass, have a bit more disheveled Cal, have Kata grow up a little bit as a Padawan, and then just pull the rug out from underneath us. Nothing we can do can save any of them. Just have them all fucking murdered. And of course, have Cal lose one of his limbs, because this is the way. You have to lose a hand or an arm. It is what it is. We ended that fight in good old cyber fashion. No heals, barely any health. Just fucking pucker in your arse. In a way, I think that'd be cool. It'd be sad, you know. I don't want Cal to go away, but we can't have him in the universe just hanging out in a distant planet when Luke arrives, and you know, all that kind of, it doesn't make any sense that he wouldn't come help Luke. So that's the sad thing about extended universe games and movies, and that they have to die. Otherwise it breaks, you know, Disney and LucasArts fabled canon, you know. They have to die. It is the way, it's just the way it goes. If they exist in the timeline, it breaks the idea of, like you can't be calling people Last Jedi if Cal is on Tanalor going, you know, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It defeats the purpose. It can't be. But then again, you know, we've had the Order 1886, and they've killed maybe 3 Jedi. Every time there's a new fucking thing that pops up, a new Jedi comes out of woodwork. Like, damn, the Empire can't do nothing right. Holy shit. So yeah, I think that's what would happen. We can't end this series without all of them dying. It's super sad, but if done properly, it would be a wonderful send-off and a wonderful trilogy. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Respawn, you have my faith, you have my money. You have my heart in your hands. Don't fuck it up.